So who's your favorite character?
My favorite character is Nanook. Nanook is an Alaskan Malamute who belongs to Sam. It's a he. I keep wanting to say it's a she because Nanook is modeled on Nana from the Peter Pan story. But Nanook is a boy, and he's this big, floofy, kind of Alaskan Malamute dog who is actually pretty heroic. I don't really need a dog to be heroic, to love it. I'm a major dog freak.
Same here.
Literally never see a dog I don't like, and I don't care what breed it is.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a mutt. It could be some busted up old looking dog. I don't care. All dogs are perfect dogs, and so Nanook is my favorite. I do like Thorn too. That's the hellhound kind of dog.
Yeah.
That belongs to Max. Thorn is a white German Shepherd who gets really mad at one point, but I love Thorn too. Dogs are perfect. But if I have to pick humans character, which is always hard if there's a dog, but if I have to pick humans, I would go probably with the Frog Brothers. In particular, the Corey Feldman one, which is Edgar, because he looks like he's trying to cosplay Rambo, and he's talking in this low voice like the whole time, which is hilarious.
He's funny. He's so funny.
Yeah, he's really funny. I have to say, like, I actually enjoyed Corey Feldman in a lot of movies when he was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was pretty brilliant in Stand By Me, for example. And so, yeah, I just think, he had that kind of funny, sarcastic, kind of older than his age kind of thing.
Goonies. He had that in Goonies too.
Yep, exactly. I mean, he's the funny one. I always like if there's like a group of friends in any entertainment thing, like in a movie, in a book, whatever, the funny one is generally the one I gravitate to the most. In real life, I gravitate to the funny one, which is you.
I gravitate to the best one, which is you. Ooh,
thank you.
Mwah.
Oh, we're gross.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Touch it in the closet.
Oh, gross.
Well, not like that. Just my
we'll
arms on your shoulder. All right, we'll cut it out. All right, we're cool now. We're cool.
But yeah, so the Frog Brothers, they were really funny. I love that they're like, these well-read, like they've studied up on vampire lore. They have all the data about how to go after them. And if we're talking about like latchkey kids, like the Frog Brothers are like the ultimate ones.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'd ever actually noticed this before. But this time I noticed that when we're in the comic book store meeting them and hanging out with them, behind them are like these two old like hippie looking people who have like nodded out.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that this is like their parents.
I think so.
They're basically like running the store while their like burnout hippie parents are like paced out in the corner. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Kind of like in a dark way, but that's cool.
It's kind of a theme for the time. Like in Repo Man, you have those parents, and it's escaping me now, but I know we've seen it in other 80s films in particular. And also what I like about the Frog Brothers is it's kind of like a double Van Helsing. It's like Van Helsing's in training.
That's awesome. I never thought about that, but that's a great way to describe them.
That's where they're at.
They would be psyched about it too.
Right? That would be like a good boost for their business.
Yeah.
Meet the new Van Helsings.
I mean, we haven't seen the sequels to this, but maybe they...
I haven't seen them either.
lean into that.
We'll see. I mean, the other thing I wanted to see, talking about Nanook, is like, I thought there was going to be like a Thorn Nanook like showdown.
Yeah, I mean, I think probably if there weren't like, rules about how animals are handled and
I didn't even think about that. I'm just such a little kid. I'm like...
I know, like, as far as story is concerned, it would have been awesome to have,
Yeah.
like, a dog-on-dog, like, showdown.
Because those are the toughest characters in the whole thing.
They're totally BA.
Yeah, like, that would have been it. Like, Nanook takes out, like, so much trouble in the story.
Well, Nanook, like, takes down Michael, and Nanook's, like, going after Max, I think. Or maybe just after, like, David, I can't remember. But Nanook is, like, tough. And Thorn is, like, brave and, like, angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two of them would have been, like, ultimate showdown, but probably, like, the ASPCA or
That said no.
Humane Society might have cut that out.
That would have been called No No Nanook.